I want to talk about how healing isn't linear and how certain things that happen to us early on in life or something that's impactful or hurtful. You want to talk? And how it can impact us now. And I just feel like this is like really important to talk about because sometimes things can come up and bubble up from the surface that you completely forgot about, or it's kind of like reiterating those emotions that kind of linger in the shadows. And this isn't to scare you. This is to kind of help you like be aware of when those things come up, to feel it, to allow it, and then kind of just release it. Of course, there's different ways and methods that will help you along your way, which, it could be a hot salt bath with herbs inside. She loves these billy beads. It could be, Kundalini yoga. It could be stepping out onto the land. Look at the place I'm at today. I'm walking. I'm doing my 3-mile walk with the baby, and then I come and I sit by the water, and then I film for you guys. So this is not only therapeutic for me, but it's also a really pretty place to film. So anyway, going back to healing, sometimes these things can bubble up and it could be kind of intense. And a lot of us, I feel like, don't have the tools to feel this properly. So we kind of push it to the side. We call ourselves crazy or over dramatic, and you kind of just gaslight yourself, and you go through the motions, and then it kind of goes away. And what I'm hoping for towards the end of this video is just for you to maybe be a little bit more introspective and take the time that you need to release these emotions. If I could share how this is impactful, or something that I have just now realized recently, and it reminded me of how many times I put myself to the side to serve others, to the point where I just really wanted them to know that I was a good person. I wanted them to know that I was there and I was loyal and that I cared. And, was it reciprocated? Oftentimes not. And this isn't to be a sob story or anything like that. It just reminded me of how things that can happen in your present, you see birds? Things that can happen in your current present life that will bring those emotions back and remind you of a time when maybe you put yourself last and it doesn't feel good. And so, when those emotions come, it's good to not attach yourself to those feelings, because in all honesty, yes, you're a good person. Your intentions were to help and to serve others, and it's not your fault that they didn't reciprocate it. Those aren't your people. And to know that there will be people, or ultimately yourself, that will give you everything and more. Their attention, their support, their love, and it's going to be unconditional rather than conditional. So so there's parts of this healing journey that can kind of throw you for a loop. You think that that you've already passed that, and then you revisit it, and it kind of like puts you through a review, like, hey, remember that time? And you can either let it take you down and have it impact you currently in your new life, in your new space that you've created, or you can choose a different path. And so that's a part of that journey of the healing process that can be a little cyclical, but and paradoxical. You're not falling back in your old ways. You are not weak, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're not crazy for these emotions bubbling up. You have grown for you to be more introspective, and to understand that we are on a different path that isn't you anymore. You have grown, you have learned since then, and now you get to choose.